your sense of how badly impacted the Indian economy will be? We're seeing already from Nomura to JP Morgan, Standard & Poor's, Crystal, Moody's, all of them reduce India's growth prospects for this year by at least 1%, in some cases 2+. How long do you, in your estimate, is the shadow going to be, and how much do you see the second wave drag down India's growth prospects?
Well, Rahul, the first thing to recognize is that the hope and the optics of the V-shaped recovery is now at the intersection of the virus and vaccination. We were supposed to clear 300 million people by the end of July. We are at 170, 180 million now. And we have all the issues enveloping, wrapping the vaccination process. The economy is sort of on oxygen. The informal sector is probably in the ICU, and the MSMEs are, depending on where they are, who they are competing with, are experiencing mild symptoms to some of them are probably on the ventilator. The issue that we face now is that in the last wave, the rural economy stood by and provided some sort of buffer. This time that has been hit. The second, more important, which all the other panelists have also highlighted, is that consumer sentiment has been hit really hard. This has come into your living room. The 6 degrees of separation that we saw in the previous wave has gone. So consumer sentiment is going to be affected. A lot will depend on how the government responds to the issues. I suspect that we will have to review the budget that we saw in February. The budget rested on 4 critical pillars. One is the rollout of vaccination. We know where that is. The second part was on privatization to beef up revenues and costs. That we know where it is. We also were expecting infrastructure to be taken up by the state governments. And now that 90% plus of the states are under some form of lockdown or the other. So we are facing, actually, what we know gives us an idea of the parade of unknowns that we face. I think the first step will have to be to review the budget. We will have to provide for the rural economy. The interest rates in the US have changed. The commodities are suspected to be in some sort of super cycle. So all of these will impact our plans. And I think that the issue has to be looked at now and really urgently.
Okay, so all of you are